Hey guys, Shiana here. It's a little late, but this is my fourth vlog. Today, since we've been talking about daily practices, I'm going to show you what could happen if you have a daily practice for a couple of years. This isn't quite a daily practice, since I mostly did this to relax and wind down, but I wanted to show you the volume of work you could generate if you did something every day for a couple of years. What I did was every day I'd draw the face of one of my characters, and just to wind down. I'd practice an expression, and then every week I'd do a pose and shade it in. I'm just going to flip through so you could see how much work I got done doing this routine. I started this mainly as a fun thing because I wanted to work on my shading and I felt like drawing my characters, but eventually I started doing the faces at least every day and then doing the pose and shading every week. I mostly did it of one character, but with the shading I did, they're all my characters, but eventually I added more and more characters as the months went on. I think I started this in 9th grade, so I've been doing this for I think 4 years, because I started in the springtime. I could check because on a couple days I wrote stuff like, oh, it's my birthday, or happy holidays, or even I think I wrote down New Year, so if I count that up I could tell you for sure. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but for the shaded parts, I got these pencils for Christmas one year. It was back, way back, so I discovered them, and it was also to test out the different types of pencils. So I don't know how I decided this, but for the shading, I first use an H pencil. Let's see if I could find one. An H pencil, because the lines are very faint. And then I do a quick sketch of the pose, and then I do a darker line with a 2B pencil, 2B or not, in order to get more cleaner lines. And then I'd shade everything with the HB pencils because it's got a medium between the 2B and the H. Alright, onwards. I was drawing random emotions, but at some point I started to draw like how I was feeling that day. So sometimes the emotions are, well, there's a general face. Just like general looking. But sometimes if I was feeling happy, I draw maybe a pleased face. Or if I was worried about something, I draw like the character is worried. Still going. Sometimes I'd get into little phases where I draw one character a lot. Well, obviously I draw this guy a lot, but more recently I started to add this character to my daily drawing of faces. Let's see if I can find a holiday. Oh yeah, sometimes I'd write little notes to myself, like, have an open mind and smile. Or if I was worried for a test, I wrote the character saying, "You'll do fine." Let's see. Sometimes I'd write about events that happened in my life, like learning the trumpet. That was from last year. Oh, here's a funny one. I was trying to memorize for a test, so I was writing Precambrian, Paleozoic, Mesozoic, Cenozoic. Anyway, some of them, it's just the volume of work, because a lot of these are just neutral doodles, but some of them I really like the perspective on this one. I was trying to draw from the top, and I liked how that came out. And I liked how this sleeping pose came out. But not every one of the poses or faces turned out perfect. It's just the volume of work that's important. I think sometimes if I wanted a concert to go right, I'd draw one of my characters who's good at music. I'm not really sure if that helped. And here's the last page. Now I'll do a quick comparison from when I first started this to when I finished. I gotta find it. Here's some first faces that I did. And here's some first poses that I did. Poses with shading. Here's some final faces that I did. And some final poses and shading. That I did recently. Well, I found the date on on one of my sketches, and it said 2011. So I've been doing this for about 4 years. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you next week.